Sorry, I'm just finishing packing my bag so I can go to Super Nintendo World! Sorry, real quick, if you guys wouldn't mind watching all the way to the end of the video, I'd really appreciate it. Also, liking and commenting helps more people see it. Thank you. Back to the video.
Let's go!
It was a 2-day trip down to Orlando, but this section isn't actually about the drive there. No, usually when I go on to a plush hunt, I start out by doing some research. Where's it going to be? When's it going to be there? What is going to be there? I didn't do that at all for this. I knew that there were plush that were exclusive to the park, and that was about it. First stop is City Walk the night that I got there. City Walk is essentially a little town strip that acts as a precursor to Universal's actual park. Great, you don't even have to pay to get in there, and the second store on your right is the Nintendo store. But it's also attached to the Universal store, and I had to go through the other section first.
I was in hell, looking at heaven.
But after I finally got in there, heaven, wall to wall with every plush you could possibly imagine. Not everything, but a lot. And also Mario and Luigi at the front in little tubes. A little like corner thing that's dedicated to the keychains. There are so many. Donkey Kong is also here. Hello, my friend. Just plush everywhere, and I could have just bought everything I wanted, but I know better. Not only am I going to be here for the next 5 days, but I did mean to preface at the beginning of this store is filled with most of the merch. I'd say a good 70 to 80%. But there's quite a bit that's actually locked behind being in the actual park. Well, this first excursion in the store ended up just becoming a scouting mission to see, well, what plush they even had here. So I only left that store with my new power band so I could do the actual stuff at the park. And yes, I named myself
Good choice.
It's time. The Epic, it's there. It's the Epic Universe. The Isle of Burp. The country with the white flag. The MCU. And Super freaking Mario, bro. World. I can't emphasize enough how just cool it is to go into the park. Green, everything is green. You get to go through a sick-ass warp pipe. It's wild. It's hard to put into words. Walking into the actual park from going through the pipe, going through the castle, and then seeing everything is a generational experience. If I was a kid, dude, I'd be hype as hell. I was hype as hell going in there. I'm a grown-ass man. Shut the hell up, me from 2 weeks ago. You're gonna spoil the video. We're at the park. We're the plush. I'll tell you what, for some dumbfounding reason, they're not right as you enter, even though they're all that matters. You have to go downstairs, go almost to Donkey Kong World, and then take a right, the 1-Up Factory. Hold it. I could show you all the B-roll, or I could save you the time because I didn't really buy any plush today. Again, I'm sorry. I did buy one later that night at City Walk, but that's not pertinent right now. We're going to go over that later. It's a secret, and we allocated Wednesday to be Super Fabario Day, the day I was going to buy all my plush. So let's go there, okay? Tuesday's a stupid day of the week anyway. We're skipping it. It's Wednesday. And on the fit that I wore this day, and also just the fit for the video, I guess. Boom, how you like the fit? Also, the B-roll that I got going right now is the Yoshi ride at the park. It's pretty neat. And now it's time to reveal the main reason why you gotta shop in the park. It's Toad. It's actually Toad. The Toadstool Cafe is the on-site location where you can go to eat and still remain in the park. And it's bomb. The food is gas. It's a lot of burgers, and I really like burgers. And since he cooked me such a fashion meal and is also very dripped out himself, I wanted to get all the merch of him. Well, not all of it, but a good amount. And this was the only place where you can get it. You can't get this anywhere else. He's actually got quite a bit of options for plush that you can get, like the small size plush, this really funny, like whole plush of the Toadstool Cafe with a tiny little Chef Toad on top. I actually didn't see this until Friday, but it's so good that I might have just gotten it. I don't know. You know, I might have gotten it. I'm trying to keep it a secret, whatever I'm going to end up reviewing here in a minute. Also, it turns out, exclusive to the park, I found this blue Yoshi plush with, like, this dog toy fur. I just kept walking around with it during my B-roll because I just found it as I started recording, and then I just walked around with it trying to see where it comes from. As you can see in the B-roll, I'm really confused when I lay eyes on it because I haven't seen it the entire week that I'm there. And speaking of the B-roll, as we pan over from Bowser to Princess Peach, she caused me trouble. See, at the park, there's like 3 main sizes for almost every character, being the keychain, the small, and the medium versions. There might be a large for some characters, but small and medium are practically guaranteed. But whilst this recording is done in the 1UP factory, I actually bought my stuff in a little side store outside of it. Also, in that side store, it was the only store in Orlando in that entire park that carried the small version of Bowser Jr., not the keychain, the small version, which I didn't even know existed until I walked into this and had to look behind the counter. I honestly get why they did this. It looks like Sine Jr., which is a very highly coveted plush because of, oh, I don't know, maybe a small niche channel called this. Anyway, that's where I bought most of my stuff, but on to Peach. I didn't get her until the next day at the Universal store in the main park, because I couldn't find her in there, and they don't have her at City Walk. They didn't have her at the store I bought everything. They had her in the 1UP factory, but I'm blind. I'm sorry. I didn't lie again, but I did kind of withhold the truth. When I said I was going to spoil earlier, there was a few plush that I kind of just wanted to see if they were here, and they were. Yeah, I just wanted to see if they were here, you know, they're cool, they're neat to see. Sadly, they're not anything special, they're not exclusive to the park or anything like that. They're just re-releases of the Sine ones. I didn't end up picking them up because it's $22 a piece. I'm not doing that now. Come Friday, I did pick up a few more plush just outside of Wednesday. I picked up most of my plush Wednesday, Peach on Thursday, and a few more plush on Friday, including the Junior, which I was really debating on, which my mom grabbed it out of my hands, paid for it, and said, okay, we can leave now, because she was sick of me debating it. It was an important choice! And as I wrapped up Friday with a bunch of plush, I'm not gonna lie, 15 in total, one that wasn't even from the park, I finally went home. Wrong. Look at all my stuff! Let's zoom in here so we can get to the actual review section, and bow. We'll start off with Mr. Video Game himself, the one and only Super Mario. As I actually get the chance to go through all these plush, I'm gonna remove their tags, because the hang tags are huge on these things. I don't feel like having them on. Starting from the feet and going up from there, they got a nice brown fabric for the main part of the shoe, and even an indentation for the soles of the type of felt being used, stretching all the way up to his gloves and across the rest of his main body, besides the overalls, which are their own separate material, which is an awesome touch. An extremely bright blue vinyl-esque material that's even got its own little embroidered buttons on it. I love it. Big fat embroidered eyes and eyebrows, a big old hat that could be removed if I wanted to. I almost bought stump levels of him and Luigi, but elected against it because it was $22. For some reason, under that little stash, he's got a tiny little smile. It's barely even a smile. It's more like a :3 kind of face. His hair's also got its own kind of fabric. I think it's more of a fleece kind of deal. But yeah, that's him, Mr. Video Game Super Mario himself. And after him, we got the green meanie himself, the one and only. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! You stay back there. You think about what you did. Think about it. Fuck you. Now it's actually time to review the Luigi plush. Something I always appreciate that whoever manufactures Mario plush at the time is doing is they always make sure that Mario and Luigi have separate patterns and that Luigi isn't just a taller Mario. And the designers for this plush went the extra mile and gave him a completely different color fabric for his overalls, which I think complements the green a lot better, while still maintaining that consistency and body type with Mario. He's also got a very spiky butt, and I don't know why. It's actually filled up with beads too. I think it's for when you sit him down. Same deal as Mario, where his hat could clearly come off if I wanted it to, but again, $22 for a stunt double. He sadly has no face underneath his mustache, but honestly, I think that makes more sense. You're not fitting anything under the stash. It's so tiny. But that's all the words I got for the goat at the moment. Let's go to Princess Peach, the most difficult plush for me to end up getting, and also the one that broke my stands because we're fat ass. I'm being serious. I tried to put this thing around her waist, and it broke. It literally snapped in half. The actual plush herself, though, is awesome. The material that they use for her dress is great. There is stuff under there, but I'm not going to lift it up on camera. I'm not a pervert. The jewel on her chest and earrings are very glittered out. I usually hate glitter, but this is the good kind of glitter where it's not like gonna leave residue. It's great. The extrusions on her dress being actual physical extrusions is not something I expected, but is a great detail. Her gloves are the same material as the Mario Brothers ones and also look really good. The level of detail on the head is honestly really surprising. I love the fact that they still managed to make the nose not look wild without it physically extruding like the Mario Bros, because it's kind of hard to do when they have such big noses in comparison. Their hair is a little splotchy, but I love the vibrant yellow that it has, and her crown is sick ass, dude. But yeah, that's the Peach plush, and on to Daisy.
Mario fan.
Every plush gets a unique pattern. They're spoiled! The Daisy blush is another banger. Her dress has even got the double layering, which, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know that existed, but it's a great touch. Great amount of detail on the body, especially the little petal thing in the middle. Gloves have the cuffs. I can't really think of other ways to say, well, this is a good blush. If you like Daisy, then pick it up. But those tiny earrings are wild, man. Tiara as well. It's gonna be hard to mass produce, right? Yeah, that's her. That's the Daisy onto someone. It's Captain Marvel. Rosalina blush in the small scale. I don't know if they have bigger ones. It would make sense considering in the game she's like 1 billion feet tall. I don't know. I haven't played Galaxy. Another multi-layer dress. I think this one's actually a little bit harder to pull off than Daisy's because that was just a little like petal formation here. Speaking of Daisy, she actually shares the same kind of cuff pattern, but it's for the end of her sleeves. She's got a little star connector piece made out of the same vinyl that we'll see on a few later plush with a little gold embroidery. Big old poofy collar she got. And she's got what I believe to be a completely different head mold. She's even got an eye under her hair there. Not connected by anything. You just flip that thing around all you want. Her little felt star earrings are great. So the felt on these is good. It's good thick felt. Very nice alternate color for her crown up here. It's that same gold material, but in a very strong silver. I'm a big fan of it. But yeah, all in all, that's the Rosalina plush. And now we're on to Bomb. And whoa, hold on. I know this will seem boring, but like I want to emphasize something that's very special to me with this. They put so much care into every single individual plush that the Bomb-omb, the Chain-chomp, they all have like their own specific material. It's awesome. This kind specifically, this like crushed velour gives it that like shiny metal feeling. I love it so very much. And the printed fabric at the top, I don't even mind. Now the thing at the back is that same material that was on Rosalina's like star pendant on her chest. And honestly, I kind of fuck with it. It's kind of like a felt maybe wrapped in vinyl. It's weird, but I like it. His little feet are really the only thing made of like normal fabric, and you run it. Yeah, I'm not usually a big fan of sitting plush, but I like this guy. He's quite fun. Another enemy being the Chain-chomp. Now, there was one reason that I really wanted to pick this guy up, and it's this, the material, the leather. The effect it gives off is sick. I really like it. It's kind of like the Bomb-omb, but done even better. Granted, it's not very soft, but I don't know who's cuddling their Chain-chomp to bed, and if you're doing it, stop. His teeth are these giant white felt pieces, which I usually kind of hate when a felt is used in a big way here. I don't know if I like it, but I don't think it's bad. Well, some nice eye embroidery on top, and then we end off with the chain, which is the same material as the Bomb-omb's thingy, wind-up. I can't remember the word for it. I keep spacing on it. But yeah, this is something I wish we would get in more like streamlined plush waves, where just one of these things can just have a completely different material and makeup, and it's sick. I really like it. And now we're going on to our first keychain plush. Diddy Kong, not that. Get it out of your head. Nah! I might ask, well, you're going for scale accurate, so why'd you get such a tiny Diddy? I don't really know how big Diddy Kong is. I just know that he's really small in relation to Donkey Kong, and that my Donkey Kong was going to be big, so the other one was like the size of Mario, so I didn't feel like that was small enough. A nice bright yellow keychain with his own little like dangler thing to signify he is Donkey Kong Country. Most of his clothes is really just kind of felt with some print on it, but honestly, it looks good, so I don't care. Especially the tiny detail of the Nintendo on the hat. I don't know how the hell they did that. It is outrageously small. If you're wondering why his arms are like curved out like that, he's pretty much just stuck in this like idle monkey pose. Also, shout outs for the tail not being a piece of felt. It's actually fabric. Really hard to get done at this small of a scale, but you know what? They went the extra mile. That's gonna be all for Diddy. Say goodbye now. Goodbye. Has anyone called her Fode yet? It's Toadette time. Now you might be saying, why'd you get this at a keychain scale? I don't even think there was one at the small scale, and if there was, I don't think I saw it. I still feel like I missed a lot. But she's here. I have her, and she's pretty sick. I love her stupid little face. It's like chubby. I love it. Once again, really sparing use of things that are pretty commonplace on smaller plush nowadays. Your shirt is like added on vinyl, and then even underneath that, there's a tiny little line of embroidery that's really hard to see, and it's really shocking. I honestly don't know how they'd managed to mass produce this and still make money. The only thing that even slightly looks off is her pigtails, but honestly, it still looks pretty good. Some stupid to point out, but the obvious choice is to make her little keychain pink, but I feel like it just works so much better in white. It complements the rest of it so much better. Anyway, that's it for Toadette. Now we're on to who is actually is. Oh God, it's Bowser Jr. Sorry, the new movie Bowser Jr. I actually got him in 2 sizes, but I started out with the keychain one. I did this one more for scaling, just because I think he scales well when he's a little itty bitty, and he's pretty sick. He's got a lot of detail for a plush of this size. The bib, although it takes a hit on the material being used, looks pretty great for this tiny of a scale. I mean, hell, it even wraps up to the back of his shell. Like that's attention to detail. Speaking of this shell, what the hell? How do you get this much detail? Embroidery on top of the spikes, on top of the indentations. And that level of quality even continues all the way down to literally the bottom of his feet. Back up to the head real quick. There's one issue I have, which is the little keychain thing. I wish it was behind his hair because it's just fat, and I might end up cutting it off, honestly. Little gauntlets in his little itty bitty hands. That's all for Baby Jr. On to Big Jr. Yeah, literally the same height, but at a much more detailed scale, I guess. He's also fatter because he's a big fatty. The shell, too. I don't know why, I just really like admiring the shells on these plush. They're just really highly detailed. and it boggles me. Regular scale hands, regular gauntlets, not as much of a baby guy. A big improvement that they're able to do on this plush compared to the other one is the bib. Not only is it just a better material, but the face that's supposed to be painted on it has this kind of like glossy finish that actually makes it shiny and reflective like paint, and I really like it. Why am I rubbing his foot? This guy's got big 3D eyebrows as compared to the little felt pieces on the other one. And there's no keychain covering his fat little head, so you get to see his hair in one piece, and, you know, it's pretty cool. That's the big Bowser jungle. On to the time. Ooh, it might be time for the chef. The main event, the exclusive plush that you can only get inside the park. And this is the worst of the 3 that I bought. I bought 3 of them. Yeah, this is the small scale Toad plush, and I'm not gonna lie, he was just the only one that I found initially, and I don't exactly regret buying him because it's still Chef Toad merch, but it's kind of just stinky. Kind of basic, a chef with no sauce, if you will. Still, the level of detail is great, you know, with the scarf, the bow tie, everything. Little chef hat up here, he's got stuffing. He just kind of suffers from the big print. Most of him is kind of printed. He just ends up being a bit of a dull guy, but he gets fixed when I go to the second one I bought. This is the backpack Chef Toad, and see, he's so much happier to be here than the other guy. The other guy, he was okay. This guy's grateful. He's actually got his cooking utensils. He's got his little spatula thing. Wooden spatula. Is that a spatula? Is it a spoon? I don't know. He does his dance, though. In all honesty, he's probably even got the same body type as the other one, but it's so much better here because he's so excited. He's also like a purse, like a backpack type thing. He's got a hole in his head. What's going on inside your head, little one? Let us see.
Girl, you mean you don't got balls? Oh.
Suffice it to say, he's the biggest, the largest. The entire Toadstool Cafe has a plush with his own baby toad on top. Honestly, probably in my top 3 things I picked up. It's so awesome. I'd honestly say it's more leaning towards pillow than plush, but we're not getting into that debate. We're not doing that right now. Big fat logo front and center up here, even with the little toad thing up top. It's surrounded by some stitching. It's not completely printed on. Check out this little guy up here. What are you doing up here, bud? You're barely hanging on. Shimmy, 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 yo, you doing the most. Holy shit. What? Again, no details spared. He's still got his full little fin under there. If you wanted to cut him off, I won't do that because that's evil to me. And that's the Toadstool Cafe. And oh, wait. No, that's my last one. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching the video till the end. All one of you. There's going to be no one here but Charlotte. Hi, Charlotte. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next week.
That is so cool.